What exactly is EFT tapping? You know, everybody's heard about this funny thing called tapping. You tap on your places on your face, you tap on your head, you tap on your hand. What does it do? How does it work? So this is an incredible thing that we can now use to make ourselves much more emotionally regulated. All kinds of people have all kinds of emotional issues that they deal with every single day. You have anxiety, you feel tense, you feel stressed, you feel sad. And even though your mind is telling you, listen, it's going to be okay, I've already had a lot of experience, I know things are going to be fine, but somehow inside you still feel that turmoil. You feel that sadness, you feel that stress, or you feel that anxiety, which a lot of people have. So how do you handle that? What EFT tapping does is by tapping on very basic points, these points are called meridian points. These meridian points connect to a part of the brain that gets really nervous or that feels emotions very intensely. And when you tap on these points, it calms that part of the brain down. It does not at all push down the emotions. It calms the brain down. It sends a signal to that part of the brain that right here, right now, I'm safe and things are fine. And when you do that enough times, the other part of the brain that remembers your triggers actually rewires and you start to feel better. Now, when you see that thing that used to set you off so badly, oh, I see this person, I'm in this situation, I think about this memory, and I feel so much emotion. Now, the brain doesn't see it with emotion anymore. You're not pushing it down. You process and release the emotions. So the incredible thing about EFT is that this is besides the fact when you work with somebody, you can get to the source of all these different memories and where do these things come from. And you can release that negative energy from your body. You can rewire your mind. So your mind no longer sees it as a negative thing. So now you remember, of course, you remember that difficult situation that you went through, but it doesn't have the emotional charge. It's all about emotional charge. Now, you might say, well, how I know it works? It sounds like magic. Well, it's not magic. For many, many years, the Chinese have been using acupuncture and acupressure, and it works really well. But the Western world wanted to see this really works. So Harvard University did a 10-year study from Harvard University to see, do these points actually help? So these acupuncture points, these acupressure points, they found after 10 years that when a slight pressure is put on them, either with needles, like as in acupuncture, or with gentle acupressure, like this, or tapping, same thing. They actually did not study tapping, but it's the same exact thing. It stimulates those points. They found if you put pressure on these points, just a little bit of pressure, it calms down the part of the brain that gets really nervous. There is so much science behind this, which we're not going to speak about in this video. Hopefully at another video we'll speak about that. You'll see that video listed below. But the idea is, when you have a very strong experience, let's say anxiety, I don't know why I feel anxiety, but on the spot, you can just tap through these points on the spot, and the first aid level of relief is going to be yours. Now, you may ask the question, well, if I can do that myself, why do I need a practitioner? Why should I work with you or anyone else? We're going to talk about that in another video as well. Why do you need to work with somebody else? But a very, very basic level, even if you just spend 15 or 20 minutes just tapping through these points, 15 or 20 minutes, who has time for that? Well, you know what? I don't know about you, but when I get really nervous about something, or I feel very stressed, or I feel a very strong emotion, and it's stopping me from functioning, I so badly want to get my emotions regulated. And if I sit there and I spend 15 or 20 minutes, sometimes it even takes 10 minutes, just tapping through these points, it calms down my emotions. I feel more clicked in. I feel more myself and more grounded. So I'm looking forward to speaking to you more. If you're interested in making an appointment, please do. You see my website is tappingrelief.com. We'd love to speak to you. If you want to have a sample session is available there as well. Looking forward to being in touch. And I'm wishing you a lot of success and happiness and calm in your healing, healthy journey. All the best.